Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Praise be to God, the Master of the worlds, who sent His final Prophet and Messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Peace and blessings be upon him as mercy to the worlds. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, peace be upon you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The mercy and the blessings of God may envelop you all. It saddens me that I couldn't be with you on this beautiful day of celebrating literature, and at the same time it gives me honor to present my book, Refuting ISIS, in this second edition, which is almost double of the first edition. And since it is a small contribution to the efforts of religious people, especially in Islam, to fight extremism and violent extremism, I would highlight the importance of this book. It is the only book which destroys the foundation of ISIS from a theological, ideological, and legal point of view, presenting a counter-narrative and also bringing or showing the fallacies, exposing the fallacies of ISIS proofs. In this book I talk about ISIS atrocities, whether about enslaving free men and women, which is totally against Islam, and the abolishment of slavery was done by Muslim scholars and Muslim states almost 150 years ago. It was the Ottoman Empire which ruled by Islam, following the Hanafite school of jurisprudence, that abolished slavery, first in Africa in 1846, second in all of the Ottoman Empire, trade in slave and enslaving free men and women, and all types of slavery in 1887. And it was by consensus of all Muslim scholars at that time. I tackled the issue of destroying monuments, especially pre-Islamic monuments, presenting proofs from the most sacred text of Islam, the Holy Quran, and stories of the Prophet of Islam, how he passed by pre-Islamic monuments, how his companions later on, when they entered countries like Egypt, Syria, Iraq, preserved the ancient remnants of the pharaohs, and this is why we have the pyramids or the palaces of the Persian Khusro's rulers, which even contained images of people and wars and various types of drawings on walls, mosaic we call it. Muslims never destroyed these remnants and monuments because they considered them as proofs for history, for people to look at what happened to nations old who rebelled against God or did not believe in God or whatever. Muslims allowed all of this to continue, and now we're having a group of gangsters who claim to be Islamic, but truly they are non-Islamic, who claim even to represent a state now, but it's an anarchy. It's nothing but a group of terrorists trying to take revenge and implement their anger on inflict people with their anger. It's very strange that we have now in this modern time of 21st century, after 1400 years of the glorious Islamic civilization that maintained world ancient civilizations, monuments and remnants. Now we're having these people destroying all of that. I talked about killing and murdering innocent people. I tackled the issue of Islamic minorities, non-Islamic minorities, and the issue of citizenship in Muslim countries based on equal rights and non-Muslims having similar rights and not being forced to embrace Islam in Muslim countries. I tackled actually issues related to all of Western countries now, where we have Muslim minorities now in non-Muslim countries like the UK now, and how it is the obligations of Muslims now living in non-Muslim countries and having to abide by laws and regulations, and also commitment to the security of the country and the protection of the country from an Islamic point of view, as this is a Muslim duty. And I showed how it is sinful even to backbite a non-Muslim or speak ill, which means speaking ill behind his back. I tackled the issue of the invalidity of the Islamic State and its declaration of a state with allegiance. There is a lot more here in this book, which was first authored in Arabic. I wrote it in Arabic, and thousands, I would say dozens of thousands of copies in Arabic were sold or distributed in the Arab world, including inside Syria, and helped a lot preventing people from joining ISIS or encouraging people also to fight ISIS. Many people were doubting, why shall we fight our Muslim brothers? I proved here in this book that ISIS members are non-Muslims. They've got out of the fold of Islam by accusing every other Muslim of being apostate or infidel, by excommunicating every other Muslim, and by stabbing all non-Muslims around the world and considering them enemies of Islam. Indeed, in reality, we have no war with the world. The Muslim world does not have or is not in a state of war with any other country around the world. We're not in a state of war with France or the USA or the United Kingdom or Japan. So why shall we, or shall any Muslim kidnap any other foreign citizen and then slaughter them or torture them? Or this is totally un-Islamic. Here you find proofs from the Holy Quran, from the words of the Holy Prophet of Islam, from the books of Islamic jurisprudence that are used and are major references for Islamic law, to show that the narrative of ISIS is anti-Islam, is non-Islamic, and they are misrepresenting Islam, and they've got out of the fold of Islam. This is why when they claim they are Islamic, we say they are un-Islamic, and when they try to show themselves as a state, we say they are still a gang of terrorists. We should all unite, brothers and sisters, all unite together to prevent our Muslim youth from being exposed or from being brainwashed and influenced by such fallacies. And the key point is to start presenting them true Islam and the teachings of true Islam, which are based on respect of the other, on mercy, on peace. All religions of God were actually made to spread love between human beings and to have peace between all nations. And religious people, if they do not work for that mission and accomplish it, then they are working against God's teachings and against every other religion. All my greetings to you, brothers and sisters, wishing that this book finds its place in your minds, on your shelves, and that every one of you also helps spreading this message with hopefully we're going to translate this book into other languages. We already have few projects translating the book into French and few other languages in the Far East. And with your efforts, I know that we can prove that ISIS will not succeed. I have full trust that they're going to be defeated because they are false, they are wrong, they are terrorists, they are criminals, and what prevails is finally peace, mercy, solidarity, and this is what we need to show the world. God bless you all. Peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.